If you've ever had this feeling that something was terribly wrong with the world that we live in, but you couldn't figure out just what it was, then you've come to the right place. Secret societies, mystery religions, and the Illuminati have been controlling our reality since the beginning of time. But not anymore, because there is an awakening happening, and you are about to become a part of it. Wake up, because this is a call for an uprising.
This is a call for an uprising. Welcome to today's show. I think I'm losing my voice from screaming so much over the last couple of days, although I haven't been screaming. I've just been talking and sharing this stuff and pumping out as many videos as I possibly can. Although I hate to say the term pumping out. Okay, this is a headline from Biden. Quote, "They're killing people." Yeah. Now, he's not talking about Michael Myers. He's not talking about the boogeyman. He's certainly not talking about the one-niner. No, he's talking about big tech. Right, so instead of the variants killing people, big tech is the one doing it. Because 99.5% of people who are croaking are all unjabbed. But instead of saying, well, that's tough, let them be, they're blaming it on Big Brother, and they're not letting people make decisions for themselves. So President Biden said on Friday President Biden on Friday unleashed a forceful new attack against social media companies for allowing the spread of misinformation about the jab, explicitly blaming them for the deaths of many Americans from the one-niner.
Exposing misinformation. What's your message to platforms like Facebook?
They're killing people. I mean, it really, look, the only pandemic we have is among the unvaccinated.
Oh, yes. Yes, the information, that's more important than the jab itself or the actual variant. It's the information, because these bad monster people who we have to stop, everybody, who are out there talking about dangers of jabs are causing all these people to get bad info, and then they're going 90s. That's horrible. Horrible. So what we need to do is censor the internet even more and censor society even more and come to your front doors for people who are on the fringe, because they've got to hit that number of 500 million. And if you didn't see my video yesterday on how close we are to getting to 500 million, well, we're still a ways away, which means there's going to be more and more pullback, especially in the fall and the winter, okay? So Biden said on the south lawn of the White House before boarding Marine One on his way to Camp David, because he seems to care so much about the American people. Meanwhile, we got, they care so much. The goal here to get the people around, they care because they don't want to see any more fatalities, you know? I don't ever hear him talking about texting and driving fatalities. I don't ever hear him talking about, I don't know, how the FDA is approving sunscreen that's got benzene in it. The same thing that Roger Rabbit was afraid of in Roger Rabbit. Who framed Roger Rabbit? The Dip, Toontown, remember? Yeah, I don't hear him, oh man, we got to be careful of that, and we should be afraid of that. But the funnier part is the fact he's getting on a plane, because it shows you how much he cares. He's going to head away to a cave somewhere in Martha's Vineyard. Is that where I said he was going? Oh, sorry, Camp David. We all know about the underground bunkers in Camp David. I'm sure there's plenty of things for him to do there, and plenty of youngsters in town. Whoa, hey. Look, the only pandemic he said we have is among the unjabbed, and they're causing people to croak. Well, he says the word killing, but I don't know for algorithm's sake if you could even say that. But he's saying, look, the only pandemic we have is among the unjabbed. Well, if the unjabbed made a choice, then should it? I mean, I really feel that maybe the people should just go, well, let them go. That's their decision. If they want to be dumb and they want to be tinfoil hat wearers, then let them go. Oh, but see, they use that as a reason to, one, take away free speech, and two, they use it as an excuse to say, what about the people who are getting deceived or the people on the fringe? We have to save them because they care so much. That's why, like I've said a million times, they don't let you buy antibiotics for infection at a store. You got to go to the doctor or the hospital. That's why people who need certain operations have to pay thousands upon thousands of dollars, yet this is free. You know, just things that maybe would make people question what their, intentions are. Nope. There's no questions asked here. So Biden's comments marked a far more combative tone than he had taken previously on everything that's going on, and came a day after the Surgeon General Vivek Murthy issued a broader warning against health misinfo, saying that tech companies were partially responsible for the falsehoods spreading online and causing large numbers of Americans to avoid getting the jab. Well, can we agree to disagree? Of course we can. This is just getting more ridiculous by the second. They said, well, we will not be distracted by accusations which aren't supported by the facts, said Facebook, a spokesperson who's standing up for it, even though I guess nobody's gotten the memo. Facebook takes down everybody's posts about this stuff from what I've read and seen, and YouTube does as well, and Twitter does as well. Yeah, and someone might say, yeah, well, how are you talking on here, Call? Well, you know, if you talk, you know, some people talk outright and use the exact lingo and the exact words, and they get hit. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I do misspeak and get hit. Other times, you know, I say, let's talk about that thing. You know, the thing. Which thing? That thing or the other thing? The thing. You know what I mean? Oh, just the same way that our old friends Tony Soprano and everybody else would use the phone, and they wouldn't directly ever talk about situations unless they were somewhere where they knew they weren't being listened to. You know, it's kind of easy if you think about how to get away and around this stuff if you can. But anyway, they're already censoring people online. That's the funniest part of all of it, right? Oh, we got to do more. And then, of course, we have the people who are completely brainwashed, asking for more freedoms to be taken away and for more people to step in and intervene and take down posts and videos and everything else on the internet. And they think that they're going to be protected by Big Brother, and then Big Brother's going to take the spoon out of their mouth, or in some cases, out of their arse. And it's going to happen to them too, but they're so dumb they don't realize that, and that's why they live the lives that they live. And you know what people, I mean, you could look at them and see what we're talking about here. It's not hard to see. It's really not, but it is scary to look at. So, pretty interesting, right? There is no letting up now, and there's not going to be, because they have to hit certain numbers. And they feel threatened by people on the internet who question Big Brother.
Do you run out of coins in slot games? Please stop making any more purchases. Uninstall it right now. As a big time player, let me tell you something. You can have as much fun without making any
Big Brother, because mainly a lot of people are making them look like fools. I don't know who those people are. I'm just here reporting on this story here. I mean, I agree. I don't know who's making them look like fools. A lot of people, I guess, because it's easy to do. Because half the stuff they say contradicts themselves. 99% of the time they say one thing one day, a different thing the next day. You put those clips together and show everyone, and you get taken down or removed for showing words that come out of their own mouths. Or again, should I say arse? It's incredible, isn't it? It really, truly is. The information that is being put out there should be enough. You don't need people out there to be making videos or posts. It should be enough for people to say, huh? But it's not. That's why there needs to be other voices out there talking about certain topics that they just won't tackle, you know? And I think maybe one of the easiest arguments to make is the fact that they haven't made this thing fully FDA approved yet for legalities, but they're approving things like benzene in your sunscreen and weed killer in your food. So would that maybe make you a little skeptical that if they're approving those things, which are direct causes of CANC, if they're approving that, then what does it say about the possibilities of what the old magical potion could be doing? But people don't ask those types of questions. They don't care. So Biden on his way to Camp David, letting us know once again about this misinfo that literally now blood is on their hands, even though it's almost like the opposite. People knocking on doors, they might have blood on their hands. You know what I mean? They might be, directly linked. It's almost like they're washing their hands in blood, if you ask me. But this is the world that we live in. Having an opinion that's different, asking questions, leads to censorship. I'm lucky, that I'm not questioning or against anybody out there. I'm just here reporting on what they're saying and letting you do the thinking for yourself. But you can find me on acallforanuprising.com. Over there, you don't have to talk about, the thing of the thing and talking about the thing. That thing, which thing, that thing or the other thing? Yeah, you don't have to talk like that there. No, you can talk freely and openly and not worry. So check it out if you haven't. I want to thank everyone who's over there. And again, the forum is filled with great information. People are sharing so much stuff about glowing in the dark, about turning into Magneto. It's pretty good stuff that you probably should see and want to educate yourself on. Now, you can do that without being a member of the website, but it's a safe place. You don't have to worry about stuff getting taken down, because if you think BitChute and Rumble and all these places are safe alternative platforms, think again, okay? You don't think that they don't know that those exist? Of course they do. Do you think they want alternative platforms? Of course they don't. But people like to think it's just YouTube. It's all of them. All of them, like dominoes, are going to fall. So check out the website. I want to thank the Patreons because you helps keep me here on YouTube. So thank you so much. And I'm sure there's people out there that want to thank you as well who can't go to the website and find this information useful. Daily videos by me, so make sure you sub to my backup channels. I already have a strike here. Who knows what else will happen? And if the channel, I could wake up any day and the channel could be gone. So make sure you sub to all the channels, then you don't have to worry about it. I'll be building out new ones soon, so definitely be prepared to sub to those as well. I thank you guys for your support. God bless you and your families.
Holy water. Churches all around the world use it symbolically, a divine representation of God's ability to cleanse and purify your